They're not ready yet, man, so we're just here waiting for them. They're supposed to be spraying the grass. If you're thinking about hauling containers, the first thing you need to do is make sure you could get approved for a TWIC card. Go down to the TWIC office or even fill it out on the internet. Fill out the form on the internet and then set up an appointment with the TWIC office. That way once you get there, all you gotta do is verify the information you put in on the website. Pay the money. I think it's about $130 for it, and it's good for 5 years. And normally it take about a month to 2 months. Depends on your background, how long it takes for the approval or denial to get back. If you could get approved for a passport or the hazmat, more than likely you could get a TWIC card, because it's the same background check they do for the TWIC card. Now once you go down to the TWIC office and everything goes good down here, you just gotta wait for it to come in the mail, or you have it mailed to the office and you go pick it up from there. Once they tell you that and you're in that waiting phase for it to come, now you can start doing the application process with the carrier that you're looking to go work with. And I'll put a link in the description, show you how to find port carriers in your area. Once you get a list of carriers in your area and you find a couple of them you want to work with, try to find some drivers that's over there to talk to them, see how it is working for that company hauling containers. And if it's a truck stop in your area, go by the truck stop, find a few of them. You'll find some of them at the truck stop and talk to them, see what they gotta say. Now once you get on with that carrier, now you need access to the port. Because just because you have that TWIC card don't mean you could just get on the port. So the carrier will give you a letter, or they'll send it over to the port security for them to set you up with the port access. They need to put you in the system underneath the carrier that you're working with, and that's how you get access going in the port. Now the TWIC card, when you go to the port, a lot of ports go in automated. So when you go to the port and scan your TWIC badge, if you're not set up with a port, the gate not going to open. So that's why you need to get set up with a port. And if you live in the area where the port at, one day before you start working, just go down to the port and do the setup process. Because sometimes you go down there on your first day out to start working and you run into some problems that either the carrier didn't fill out something on the paperwork that they sent over, or some other problem arise and now you can't pick up your load, or you have an appointment to take that load somewhere and now you're going to miss your appointment because you can't get on the port to go pick up your container. So try to get the access set up before the day you actually go in there to pick up your first container. Now once you have all that set up, now you need training for the port. These smaller mom and pops carriers are not like the mega carriers, especially if you're an owner operator. A lot of times they're not going to let you ride with somebody to learn the port. Sometimes they just let you follow another driver that's going there. The driver will be on the phone with you. He'll tell you what to do, where to go to do the transaction that you're going there to do. Whether it be to pick up an empty, pick up a load, deliver an empty, or deliver a load. So he'll be on the phone with you. He'll tell you where to go and what to do. Your first day on the port, it might make you change your mind about running the port. Okay, you're going to have to learn how to find a chassis. and the chassis is that gray section that the container sit on. In this video it's gray, but some of them are black, some are red, some are blue, it could be green, it could be all different colors. But you need to know what size chassis you're going in there to get. You need to know if you need to get a slider chassis or you need to just get a standard chassis. You need to know if you need tri-axle chassis or you just need the dual axle chassis. So there's a lot of training that goes into going into the port. When you first started, it's a learning curve. It might take you a week, it might take you 2 weeks, it might even take you a month. But maybe for the first 2 weeks, you're hauling just a 40 standard, and then 3 weeks in, they tell you gotta get a 20 foot with a slider, or you gotta get a 20 foot for a heavy haul. There are different type of containers, different sizes, different heights. A lot of times you'll know that by the booking number. The booking number will be good for a certain type of container for the load you're gonna run. Now, sometimes when you're going in the port, they ask you which height container you need. You need a standard or you need a high cube. Because maybe the booking number, you could use either one, but they also ask you to see which one did your company tell you to get. You need to know the location for the reefer trailers. A lot of times the reefer trailers are not stored at the same place where the dry van trailers store it. Because sometimes the reefers, especially if they're loaded, they have them plugged up to shore power. Some ports let the driver unplug it and some ports don't. So you need to get training. You need to find out if the port you're dealing with, do they let the driver hook up the reefer trailers, and do they let the drivers unhook the reefer trailers? Because some of them don't. And if they catch you doing it and you're not supposed to do it, they could ban you from the port. Just like if they catch you speeding on the port, they could ban you from the port. A lot of times, your first offense, they'll ban you for like 3 days. And the more they catch you, eventually they'll permanently ban you from the port.